Hey guys, Vlog here and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review, and today guys we're reviewing the 94 rated prime icon moments from Icon Swaps 3 Carles Puyol. This is absolutely an insane card. 94 rated, 98 defending, absolutely insane. He does require 7 icon tokens to be able to unlock this card, so I've been kind of grinding towards him for the past few weeks now. I've got my hands on him and I was very excited to use him because he does take place in my main team over the road to the final Konate from Leipzig. But anyway, in the 6 games that I did play, he didn't score me any goals or get me any assists. He's also got 2-star skill moves as well as a 3-star weak foot, and then getting into his in-game stats, he's got some amazing in-game stats: 99 interceptions, 98 stand tackle, as well as his 97 strength, and finally his 92 reactions as well. And I did also have the engine chemistry stat applied to this Carles Puyol cards. And we're just going to talk about how I found him to use, whether I think he is worth the 9 tokens. Of course, there are a few other things you can get for 9 tokens. For example, you can get the Prime Icon Moments, Michael Laudrup. You can also get the Prime Icon Pack, which is a massive gamble. Like, with the rest of the tokens that I'm going to start to earn, I'm either going to use it to get Gattuso, who's 7 tokens, just because I like Gattuso as a person, or Frank Lampard, who's 10 tokens. But Carles Puyol, in terms of the centre backs, I can't think of any other. Well, the nearest centre back you can get with the current tokens at the moment is Maldini, who you can't even unlock yet until like the next season starts, because there's only 12 tokens to earn so far and he requires 13. So as centre backs at the moment, he's the only one that you can earn this Puyol card from this current season's swaps with the first batch of 12, unless you get a centre back, of course, from your Prime Icon Pack. But on the whole, I do rate this card very well. I think he's a really good solid card. Certainly defensive wise stats, he'll do you a job there, absolutely. You know, for me, his first pro will be his physicality. He's only 5'10" in height, but despite that, he's got really good strength and aggression at 97 and 95 respectively, and he can bully players off the ball. He can hold the zone in the centre back position. You'll see in quite a few of the highlights how he uses his strength and stuff like that to be able to keep the ball, to be able to muscle other players off it. And you know, it was a great asset to the cards, absolutely. And then also his tackling, again, superb tackling stats all around. In my opinion, there's no need to put a chem style to increase his physicality or his defending, because they're pretty much already maxed out. Like, his interceptions already with the cards come at 99, which is insane. He's got that 90 heading accuracy. His defensive awareness, his stance tackle, his stat tackle as well are all in the very high 90s. And his tackling, again, was superb in game. Some of his other stats around his card as well actually look pretty decent. 92 reactions and 90 composure is very nice to have on a centre back. That reactions as well goes from 92 up to 97 with the engine chem style. And I should mention, I think the engine chem style is by far the best chem style to apply to this card, because it gets some of his passing stats up into the low 80s. That, you know, it takes his short passing and his long passing into the low 80s. It takes that reaction up to 97. His composure at 90 is already fantastic, and it also gets up that pace from 73 sprint speed up to 78, and his acceleration from 71 to 76. Now, I should mention, I don't think there's any major issues to this card, but what I would say is pace on, you know, not for most of the time it was fine. You know, he could catch up to players and stuff like that. But where there was the odd occasion where he would get outpaced. For example, I think there was one of the games I came up against the player of the month, Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder just had him. Just absolutely had him. Now, obviously, when I say Ben Yedder just completely had him, I should mention, you know, one, like, for example, like a counter-attack situation where he's passing the ball very quickly down the wing, and Puyol's trying to, like, backtrack, basically, to make that, you know, in that situation, Ben Yedder would just be able to outsprint him. But let's say, for example, if Puyol is already behind the ball, does that make sense? I don't even know if I'm explaining this right. Basically, on the whole, his pace is fine, but there were situations on a counter-attack situation with the opposition counter-attacking where he would struggle, and he, you know, sometimes there's lack of pace he will get caught out on, even with the engine chem style. Hopefully I've made that clear. I don't know if I've complicated that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just put in the comment section below, and I'll try and make it a little bit easier to understand. But on the whole, is his pace a major issue? No, it isn't. But at the same time, is he the quickest centre-back in FIFA? No, he isn't. I don't know, I think I've contradicted myself quite a bit there. But anyway, listen, it's a card that I really like. Is he worth the 9 tokens? All of the icons are worth completing, pretty much. Well, apart from Zidane, I don't think he's worth necessarily 23 of the tokens. But, you know, like, for example, these first cards that you can earn from these first bats, like that, you know, for example, and maybe the Ruud Gullit obviously isn't worth it, but the cards like the Lampard, the Gattuso, the Trezeguet, Lippmann, Puyol, of course he's worth it. Goes for about 700k on the market. Of course he's worth 9 tokens. That requires maybe about 5 hours of your work when you're in isolation. You know, it's something to be actually, you know, it's something to kind of to kind of spend your time and actually being able to unlock him and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you know, he is worth it. You know, a card that goes for over 700,000 coins on the market that you can get for free, for, you know, for grinding the game for a few hours. Yes, I understand doing a few of the icon swap challenges can be very, very frustrating, but on the whole, is it worth going for? Yes, but the exact same applies, you know, like, to the other cards. You know, like Frank Lampard looks a great card to be able to grind for. I think that Gattuso looks a great card to go for as well. But in terms of centre-back cards, yeah, he'll do you a job. He's very, very solid, and I do rate him, and I'm glad that I do have him in my main team. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.